Lauren Montenegro, the first goal of 4 tonight for Purdue in a win against Indiana State, and your first of the season, but certainly you're someone that has scored plenty in your career. Take us through the goal a little bit.
It was actually Chinny attacking and towards the middle, and I just remember making like 3 or 4 different runs, and finally she found me, and she hit the slot ball, and I just slid and put it in.
All right, so rain fell throughout the game, very wet field. How does that impact the conditions in the game most, the precipitation?
It was definitely like slippery and hard for us to like hold the ball, but I think we did like a good job like adapting to the conditions.
This game was really unlike any other you guys have played in this year. Win or lose, they've all been close, and today you got a chance for a lot of the young players to get in there and really mix it up. And going into Big Ten play, I suppose that's not a bad thing.
Yeah, I think we took all our chances serious, and we concentrated on every moment of the game, which is definitely something like we improved on versus like other games. There was just moments that we just couldn't come out and finish, but I think we all definitely played hard and we all wanted to work hard, and I think that's what led us to a 4-0 win.
Hadley Stuart, 2 goals tonight in the win against Indiana State. Your first 2 as a Boilermaker about 10 days ago. After the loss to USC, we kind of lamented the fact they hit the post twice in about 5 minutes, but things went right for you tonight. Take us through the 2 scores a little bit.
It couldn't feel better to finally get some goals. I felt them coming, and I didn't know tonight was going to be the night, but it was. Perfect ball coming in from Molly for that header, and from Alex, perfect slot. I was lucky to be on the back post, so it made it really easy, and it feels good to get a pat on the back from the coach.
All right, so obviously it rained throughout the game. How does the precipitation affect the game most?
I think it kind of evens out the game a little bit. Everyone has to deal with the slick field and the fast-paced balls, and I think we dealt with it well tonight. But also it's really fun to play when you can make slide tackles and you can make those diving headers. It makes it really enjoyable.
And tonight's game was really unlike any other you guys have played this season, being that it was one-sided. Win or lose, every game you guys have been in close, so it had to feel a little different out there.
Yeah, definitely not the same game we've been playing, different matchups, but it was still a good feeling to get that win and come out with a positive vibe for our Big Ten game starting with Iowa.
Congrats on the win, Hadley, and the 2 goals.
Thank you very much.
Rain, rain, rain all throughout the night.
It stops.
How did you feel like it impacted the game most?
Weather's an equalizer. I think it's always more difficult for the better team. I will say though that I thought it sped up our passing game and it made it where we could break a bit of their pressure a bit easier. So in that way, I think we got some assistance from it. But at the same time, it makes things difficult. For goalkeepers to handle balls, you get the skipping and dealing with that. So you got to make sure you get your body behind the ball. And there certainly were a couple tackles that I think were like, ooh. Had a little bit of ouch to them. So, but I think that's partly because of the conditions.
Hadley Stuart's back in the mix this year after missing the back half of last year with the knee injury, and had to feel good for her tonight to get those 2 goals after kind of a frustrating stretch for her.
Well, without a doubt, she's created opportunities, put herself in good positions, and that's why we've been putting her back on the field, is because she's been in the right spots, getting good looks, and we're just like, she's got to finish, and as a coach, you've got to stick with players at times that are doing the right things, putting themselves in the right spots, and let them work things out. So hopefully this will go from strength to strength for her. She'll get a bit of confidence from there, and she's certainly found, I think, 4 or 5 posts over the last 2 or 3 weeks. So to get 2 in was a fantastic thing.
You got a chance to play a lot of freshmen tonight with the one-sided score, but the 2 freshmen that have been in the starting lineup, Asher and Harrison, both had an impact on the game before it got one-sided.
Chinyelu was, she really was unstoppable. Down the left flank against their right back, earned a yellow card early in the game. And I told the team at halftime, that she owned, that space. So you want to keep pushing the ball wide to her and let her take players on. Certainly, she's a freshman still. She doesn't have that, okay, give me the ball because I can do it again mentality, and that's something that she's going to have to grow into. But certainly, technical skills, being able to face up and play. And Alex Harrison, once again, getting another goal for us. She's a great spearhead for us. Up in that point, she's big, strong, be able to pull players off, and she's only going to get better over the next 3 seasons.
And after the game, you highlighted that the first half of the season is over, and probably the most important half is still to come. Those tough non-conference games should get you ready for the likes of Michigan State and those other Big Ten opponents.
Certainly, I think you see the result of tonight, and but we've chosen to go as difficult as possible, with the non-conference schedule, and hopefully it pays dividends. Certainly, we've got a Michigan State team that doesn't give up goals coming in on Sunday, but certainly looking at their results and everything, I think it's a team that certainly will be able to play and compete against, just like we have over the past several weeks. And if we can continue to perform as we have over the last maybe 2 weekends and keep things tight and close, and maybe this will be the breakout game where the goal scoring confidence will swell.